Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I am always on the hunt for great cards. It is Friday, and that means it's time for Dorking with dice. You guys all know how it works, but I'll go over it anyway. We've got this big pink D20. We roll that, and it corresponds to the 20 vintage packs in the Magic box. It's vintage baseball and football this week because both of those sports are being played, and we got some extra special packs in the 10, 20, and number 1 spot. I don't know why I did it out of order there. I can't count, apparently. In the number 1 spot, we opened the number 1 pack last week, and it was one that had been in the box for a very long time. It was 1981 Donruss. That was Monday, because last week I was in Salt Lake City on Friday, so I did Dorking with Dice on Monday. So if you want to see that 1981 Donruss pack get open, check out Monday's episode, because we pulled 5 Hall of Famers out of that pack. It was nuts. Number 1 pack this time, however, is something we've never opened on the channel, and I think you'll be excited about. It is Fleer Metal Football from 1995. If you've never seen this product open, it is as good and enjoyable as the baseball. Fleer Metal Football is our number 1 pack. In the 10 spot, we have Fleer Flare from 1995, another 1995 product. Fleer Flare is one you guys have told me many times how much you like it, and here's the alliterative Fleer Flare Football in the number 10 spot. And in the number 20 spot, Fleer Metal Universe 1997, and this one is a baseball pack. So you get football, baseball, a lot of Fleer products in these special places this week. I just thought, why not make it thematic? So that's what we have in there. And we're going to get to rolling in just a minute. I want to do something to start off the show a little bit different. It's something I've thought about doing for a while. Lots of crazy stuff has been happening in Major League Baseball lately. Danny Jansen be a catcher for both teams in the same game. That happened a couple of weeks ago, and that was kind of this weird oddball thing that happened. And of course, yesterday, Shohei became the first 50-50 player, 50 stolen bases and 50 home runs in the same season. And with still, several games left in the season, Ohtani is probably going to, get way more than 50 in both of those categories. So we'll see how that plays out. But remarkable thing that's never happened in baseball. So I thought I'd do something kind of interesting and tell you about some remarkable things that have happened in baseball in the past. And the way I'm going to do that is by using these Baseball's Wildest Days and Plays cards. This came out in the 70s, and they came out in it was from Fleer, but it was kind of in packs that were oversized. You can see these cards are a little bigger than a regular sized card, and so they were an unusual set, and they didn't do that well. Not many people were that excited about it. I thought they were really cool, and so I bought a bunch of them, and I've got a nice stack of them here, and I'm just going to pull these kind of at random, probably do them 1 episode, maybe 2 episodes a week, and tell you about some historical, unusual things that have happened in baseball. This one, a player went the wrong way after batting, and I'll tell you about that. Jimmy St. Vrain was a 19-year-old pitcher for the Cubs in 1902. It was the only year in the major leagues, but he did something that, as far as we know, nobody else has ever done. He hit and ran to third from home plate rather than to first because he got confused. One day his manager, Frank Seeley, asked him why he batted righty when he threw left-handed and suggested that St. Vrain try it from the other side of the plate, and he did, and bounced the ball towards Honus Wagner at shortstop, and St. Vrain dropped his bat and ran towards third base because he'd gotten turned around batting from the other side at home plate. And Honus Wagner was kind of confused for a minute, but then he threw to first for the putout. And so as far as we know, that's the only time that's ever happened in Major League Baseball, and hopefully it will not happen again. But very interesting stuff. I got a nice stack of these that we will go through and see a bunch of baseball's wildest plays, wildest things that have happened in baseball. If you like that idea, let me know in the comments, and I will keep it up. If you find it completely irritating, then let me know that too, and I'll stop it. Right now, we're going to roll for our first pack in Dorking with Dice, see how we do today. What do we get on our first roll today? It is, rolling around there and lands on 20. How about that? I look like it could have landed on several different numbers, but we end up on 20, so that is one of our big packs. It's one that's been in the box for a while, 1997 Metal Universe Baseball. So very cool cards. If you've never seen these before, you're in for a treat. These are very unusual cards, and I wish that Metal Universe cards would look like it these days, but they do not look like this anymore, unfortunately. We start off with Cecil Fielder during his Yankees days, and you can see these cards are pretty wild. Cecil Fielder looks like he's batting on the surface of the sun. You can see these have a nice foil thing, and this is kind of embossed. It's pretty weird. I'll see if I can get the camera to kind of show you some of the weird textures on these cards. It's quite interesting. There really is no other card that was made or is being made now like this. Of course, they have a different photo on the back, so you know I love that immediately. But beautiful cards. Cecil Fielder and Rusty Greer with the Rangers. Looks like he's trying to survive some sort of explosion there. Got Marquise Grissom, and I don't know what's going on here. Are these hands reaching up? I don't know what's happening there, but it looks very frightening to me. This hand looks like it's got a hold of Marquise Grissom. Might be running a little faster than that. Underwater, we have Brian McRae bunting underwater, which is something you don't see on baseball cards very often. Roger Clemens, the Rocket, and he's being squeezed by some sort of mechanical arm there. What is going on there? That is very strange. I don't know what is happening there. Roger Clemens doing his best. We get an Orioles card, Rocky Coppinger. Wow, that is blast from the past. Rocky Coppinger. I don't think he lasted very long in the majors, but there he is pitching. He's got some kind of green monster there behind him, and I'm not talking about the fence at Fenway. What do we have here? These are backwards. I don't know why that is. What's happening with these backwards cards? Andy Bennis, or Alan Bennis, actually. Alan Bennis there. He's pitching in some sort of a lightning storm, as you can see. And then we got J.T. Snow with spears flying at him, which has got to be distracting when you're trying to field for the Angels. That's got to be really distracting when you got spears flying at you like that. So Roger Clemens probably the best card we got out of here, but for some reason I like the Brian McRae better. I just think the idea of bunting underwater is just especially weird, and if there's one thing I like, it's weird baseball cards. So that one will stay on top. We'll put baseball over there. Now we'll put baseball over here today. Why not? Baseball over here by Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, and we'll roll for our second pack, see how we do, see if we can get we got 10. What is even happening? That is nuts. Pack 20 and pack 10, just like that. Will we get all of our special packs? Will we get the trifecta? I do not know, but we've got Fleer Flair Football coming at you now. That is awesome. You get 9 cards out of these, and these are pretty sweet cards. I'm going to need Mr. Kershaw to help me open this one up. These are sort of like old style sort of, I don't know, I guess you get like matches in little boxes like this. I'm not so sure, but they're tightly wrapped in cellophane, so I got to get Mr. Kershaw to help me open that part up, and then dispose of that, and then it will open up like that. Put that part over there, and then you see the cards back here. They are also in cellophane, so put this box to the side for now and open up the cards here. Fleer Flair Football, which I don't know if we've opened Fleer Flair Football on the channel before. I kind of don't think we have. See how these look. Beautiful, just as beautiful really as Fleer Flair Baseball. It was the same design generally. And so let's see what we have here. We got Barry Sanders starting things off. That is awesome. Huge card there. That is a great pull. Love seeing that. Beautiful Barry Sanders card. I'll show you the back of these as well. A different photo on the back, different design, so I like that. That's a Wolf Lair card for sure. We got Sean Jones playing for the Packers there. Looks like is this a throwback uniform? I don't know if they did that in 1995. That might be his college uniform. I don't know what's going on there with Sean Jones. We got Dwayne Washington from the Vikings, Ronaldo Turnbull from the Saints, and Mike Sherrard. Good player for the Giants, actually. I always liked Mike Sherrard. I thought he was a good receiver for them. Ricky Waters, another good player there from the Eagles. And we got Rob Moore there from the Cardinals. Devin Bush. And we finish off this pack with Mel Gray from the Oilers. So there you go. Very nice Barry Sanders card coming out of that pack. A couple of other good players that I liked. I think I'll put Sherrard on top. I always liked that player for some reason. Not sure why, but I'll put the football ones over there today. So far, we're evenly balanced with baseball and football, and we've pulled 2 of our 3 special packs. Also a good pack in the number 17 spot. Lots of other good packs in here too, honestly. But we'll see if we can hit number 1 today. That would be unprecedented. It's pretty rare that we get two of the special packs. That's happened before, but it doesn't really happen too much. See if we can get that third one and roll a number 1 here. What do we get? That was almost, I thought that was a 1 there, but it's actually a 7. So open pack 7 now. We know that was 10. Here's 9, 8, and 7 comes out of there. And it is a football pack, and a good one, too. This is one we've never opened on the channel. Just kind of tucked it in there when I was arranging the box this morning. Skybox Impact, and this is full, according to the pack anyway, of valuable inserts. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's what it says. You're going to get valuable inserts out of here. So it was a pack that was $1.99, and it came out in 1996. So that's what we're looking at here. I don't know who that is on the front. It looks like maybe Trent Dilfer. I'm not sure who that is, but anyway, plenty of cards in here, 14 cards per pack. Lots of possibilities for inserts, just as it promised on the front of the pack. And again, first time I think we've ever opened these on the channel, so I am pumped to get into these. I don't know. This has been a really good episode so far. We're getting all kinds of cool stuff. Marvin Harrison there, starting things off. Really good receiver, Marvin Harrison. And see him with the Browns. Was with the Colts, that's how I think of them as being with. We got Chester McLaughlin there. Pretty cool to see that. He's like, little man, do not bother me. It's like a giant, just pushing guys aside. Felipe Sparks, good backfield player for the Giants. These are just a bit sticky. Darnay Scott, receiver for the Bengals. Robert Smith, after his stint as the lead singer of The Cure, there he is running the ball back for the Vikings. Didn't know he did that, but apparently so. It's news to me. We got Edgar Bennett leaping out to make the catch there for the Packers. You can see the Packers marching band in the background, so you know that's at Lambeau. We got Isaac Bruce, really good player, really good wide receiver for the Rams there. Isaac Bruce. Shannon Sharp, another good player there, good receiver. He was a tight end, but he was a very good receiver there for the Broncos. Brett Favre right there, and that is a pretty nice action shot of Brett Favre. Who do we have here? This is another impact rookie, Danny Cannell, who did not last too long in the NFL, as I recall. Tyrone Poole, cornerback there for the Panthers, and Derek Moore. Got a couple more cards left here. We got, I thought we had another Barry Sanders there for a minute, but it's Frank Sanders, which is not the Sanders we are looking for. And then we get a little propaganda stuff here with a Fox broadcast schedule and some other stuff that you can do. Tuck that under there. Who do I want on top? I put the Barry Sanders in the wolf lair as well. I should. So I think I'll put Isaac Bruce on top. Really good player. And nice to have two sideways-oriented stacks there for football. You don't see that too much. Let's roll another pack. See if we can hit that number 1 and make it the trifecta today of our best and most special packs out of the box. Can we hit that number 1? Let's see what we have here. We got 14 instead, so we know 10 was here, so 11, 12, 13, and 14 is right here. It's another football pack, and it is Stadium Club 1993 Series 2 Stadium Club from Topps. Beautiful cards, and you can get first day production cards out of here. 14 cards in here. These are usually pretty sticky Stadium Club cards, just a ton of gloss on them, so they're generally rather sticky. We'll see if we have luck today and that these maybe aren't that sticky. These packs are it's just how they made the cards. They are generally sticky, but these don't feel that way. These, oop, geez, I just dropped a bunch of them. Have to pick those up. But yeah, not too bad. Not too sticky at all. All right, let's see here. We start off with Doug Dawson, the alliteratively named linebacker for the Oilers there. Get these up here again so we can see the whole stack. Boy, I won't fumble anymore of these. See what I did there? Fumble, and I'm looking at football cards. Hashtag dad joke. We got Derek Thomas here. That's a beautiful card. That is a super team card, and that is a really sweet insert to get. Derek Thomas, of course, in the Hall of Fame, and a really, really good player for the Chiefs. Really nice to get one of those. I'm going to put that in the wolf lair. Luis Sharp and Jonathan Hayes. Man, we're getting a lot of Chiefs here. If the pack opening machine were here for this, he'd be sending the claw out for all those Chiefs. I'll just have to pick them out of the stack afterwards. Drew Bledsoe, who was the hot quarterback for a while, but I don't know. I never really cared for the Patriots, and then things went downhill after they got that Brady guy in there. Darryl Green, really good player for quite a while for the Washington football team back then, Martin Mayhew, and Eric Turner from, I believe he was a rusher for the Browns, if I'm remembering right. Roosevelt Potts from the Colts, and Supeli Malamala from the Jets. Herschel Walker there with the Eagles. He's thought of more as a guy who played in the USFL and then went on with the Cowboys, I believe, and the Vikings too, I think. But there he is with the Eagles. David Brandon, another Browns player. And we flip these over for Ethan Horton and DJ Johnson. And we finish off here with Darian Gordon, which is a draft pick card there. Gordon, I don't remember what team he played for, and it does not tell me. Pretty neat, though. You see, this is his rookie card, and it always shows rookie cards on the back. So you see a shot of the very card you are holding, which is pretty cool and very postmodern thing that Topps did with Stadium Club back then. It's 4 packs. Should we stop? What do you think? Should we stay? Is that enough? No, it's not enough. We're going to roll for a 5th pack. Hope it'll be that number 1 pack, and we can complete the trifecta for the very first time on Dorking with Dice. Will it happen today? Let's find out and see. It is pack 15. I believe we just opened pack 14. Is that right? Let me count backwards. We already opened 20, so this is 19, 18, 17, 16. Yeah, so this is pack 15 right here. It's pretty easy to get, and it is a baseball pack to help balance things out a little bit better. It's a fan favorite. You guys always like when I open Fleer Ultra. This is 1992 Series 2, 14 cards in this pack. Beautiful cards. I always like Fleer Ultra myself, so I do have packs of that here, and I love putting them in the Dorking box for us to open up. 1992 Fleer Ultra. We start off with Brian Downing, who is listed there as a catcher. He was listed there as a DH. He was a long-time catcher for the Angels. There he is with Texas. Towards the end of his career, became a DH. Get a nice all-star insert right off the bat. How about that? Mark McGwire. Beautiful all-star insert. Don't see those too much, and that is number 1 of 20. Mark McGwire giving a suspicious look to somebody there. I don't know what's going on with that. Pretty nice to see that one. Greg Jeffries there with the Royals. He came up with the Mets. Gary Pettis with the Padres. Gary Pettis was a really good center fielder, good base runner for the Angels for many years. He went over to some other teams later in his career. Billy Swift and John Marzano. We got Carl Willis and Bob Malacky. Get another Orioles card there, a so-so pitcher for them. Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley right behind him, though. That's a pretty nice pull. Like to see that one. Donald Harris for the Rangers, Henry Cotto, and Cal Eldred for the Brewers, Dick Schofield, who played for the Angels as well as, I think he played for quite a few teams, as I recall, and Juan Guzman, an ace for the Blue Jays back then. Juan Guzman was a really good pitcher for them. I think he blew out his arm. I think I'm trying to remember what exactly happened with him, but I know there was some sort of injury that I believe cut his career short. But there you go. Not too many cards in the Wolfler today. Just a couple of very nice football cards. Beautiful Derek Thomas super team card. And a great Barry Sanders card here from Fleer Flair, 1995. That's a really nice one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. So that's a nice pickup for my PC. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today and that you will have a great weekend. We're going into the weekend right now as I get prepared to have a bunch of stuff. We're going to do some Halloween decorating over the weekend, and I'm sure the pack opening machine will be excited to help me with that. Have a lot of fun this weekend here at the Wolf Citadel, as I like to call it. Hope you guys have some good stuff planned too, and I'll see you back here on Monday for a mail day. I've got a package here from one of you awesome people who send me things in the mail. I've had just overwhelmingly wonderful packages over the last several weeks from you guys, and I'm so appreciative of everything you send me. You guys are absolutely the best subscribers in the world. I've said it many times, and it is true. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I wish you a wonderful weekend. I'll be back on Monday, and I look forward to seeing you then. As always, happy collecting.